The client gets a request for evidence that challenges everything about the EB-1A case, contacts the original attorney, and was basically told that the entire case is hopeless. The client contacts the original agency that referred him to the attorney. The agency said, I don't know, but if the lawyer says it's hopeless, it's probably hopeless, and they were very sad, and the client was about to give up. One employee at this global migration agency said, maybe we should find a different attorney. I think I know somebody. Contacted us. Within 3 months, we filed a request for evidence, and the case was approved. There's so much more to the story, and this is one reason why I love it when one of our employees quit our firm. Let me share with you why. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So the legal problem was that we had to deal with a request for evidence for an EB-1A case. We do these all the time, and we file and we win. It's not a big deal, but what's interesting about this story was that the employee at this global migration agency, one of the biggest global migration agencies in the world, was able to contact us to do their case. Now, the reason why that employee handpicked us was because they used to work here 10 years ago. And when they were working on this case, our employee, right, or previous employee, went to that firm and saw the case and said, I believe somebody else could potentially help and make this a little better. Would you want to give it a shot? And then the leadership at that global agency was said, well, if you say so, you're our top performer. If you think somebody else could do it better than you, then let's give them a shot. So the agency linked us with the client. They had to repay the entire legal fee. The agency said, no problem. The client said yes, go ahead and do it. And we rebuilt the entire case, filed it, and the case was immediately approved. The original filing was less than 200 pages. Our entire filing was 1,500 pages, right? So we won it by the sheer weight of authority and detail. And the most beautiful part of this entire story was our previous employee from 10 years ago, the summa cum laude of our company and the summa cum laude of our company now, joined forces to work on a case to deal with a mess up by another firm, who's a fairly large firm too, and won the case that everybody thought was hopeless. And it's not like crazy challenge. I mean, yes, it was very in-depth, but USCIS deserves to know all the details. If you got published, show me the publication companies, right? If you contributed original contribution, explain why it's original and what is the contribution. They wanted more, and it's fair. And that's the reason why I love it when our employees end up leaving the company. Nobody stays forever, and that's okay. It's not like a marriage. You're bound by a covenant. It's okay if you're separate, because then the employees that leave become a little shadow clone of our DNA, and they go into the world and they feed us back information, right? So we don't know how other agencies and other law firms conduct things, but a lot of times they leave, they learn, sometimes they come back, sometimes they leave and we become a partner, and now we got to partner with one of the largest global migration agencies in the world. If you're asking me, what's the key difference between what you did, your philosophy, and versus somebody else? The best way I like to explain it is, everybody knows standardized tests. You have 1 hour or 3 hours to complete this test, and everybody's graded on a curve. But what if instead of just a few hours, you get 3 weeks, and you get to have all your friends and family sit next to you and take the test with you while using the internet? Well, you should get 100%. That's the same thing with these type of EB-1A and any immigration application, right? We're not limited to 1 hour or 3 hours to prepare a case. If we have 3 months, use the full 3 months, right? We're not limited to page count, right? If we're not limited to 10 pages, why not give 100 pages of in-depth description, right? We're not limited to only meeting 3 prongs out of the 10, right? H-1B, you just meet 1 out of the 4, so everybody else does 1. Well, we want to do 4, right? So go to the maximum. And so that's my philosophy, and that's how we manage it at our firm. We want to shoot for absolute best. We're not interested in knowing what failing looks like. We want to know what success looks like. So we dump everything possible to win a case. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. Take care. Bye-bye.